the world. A research took place and published in 2014 by Dr. Christian Schwarz, a German minister. The research took place in the 5 continents of the world, bringing data of over 50,000 people, different kinds of churches of all kinds of ranges, different kinds of places, different tribes and languages were all surveyed. The question is this: how does God build his church? How is God building this local church in the village? What are the characteristics? Because we must know. See, all of us knowledgeable people like systems. Are we together? Say systems. All right. Get to Salvation Ministry. Ask them, what is their slogan? Home of success. They create a system of what? Success. Are we together? So people like systems. But Jesus is not about systems. Jesus is about organic growth. There's nothing wrong with your system. But when it violates the natural biotic nature of the church, something becomes a problem for Jesus. And very soon, it becomes a kind of a social club, and allow me sometimes having some semblances of cults. So sometimes we begin to wonder, are these ones listening to Jesus? I'm not referring to any church, but watch, you see. Are these ones hearing Jesus or hearing their man of God? Because very soon, they only know what their man of God says and no more what Jesus says. And that is where we have problem with the Christianity that is flogging Nigeria. Are we together? And we need to be sensitive towards it and tell ourselves, we should go back to the Bible. We should go back to the Jesus of the Bible. We should go back to the God that we know in the Bible and tell ourselves what is the essential thing for us to grow as a healthy church, as healthy individuals. And now in those researches, putting things together, there are 8 things, 8 biotic, organic characteristics that grow up the church, that God uses to grow up the church in this world, across any kind of place. In fact, these things can be transplanted. I want you to hear Jesus. Are we together? I want you to hear Jesus. I want you to see his fingerprints are all over the world. How he develops his Christians and churches are everywhere. And somebody that is sensitive to the voice of the Spirit, way back 2014, has researched this thing. Enormous amount of energy, money and everything has been put into it. Now, 8 things. How does God build his church in the world? Number 1, empowered leadership. Let us say empowered leadership. That is leadership that comes by the Holy Spirit as he comes upon men and women, leading them to salvation, and then growth also in the Spirit. Such people he calls into ministry and gets them trained and equipped. And these ones also begin to produce others. Empowered leadership. Are we together? So, not people who create another thing. And before you realize, they are mere motivators. Jesus did not call anybody to be a motivational speaker. You shall be my witnesses in Jerusalem, all Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. Is that true? We are to be what? Witnesses to whom? Say Jesus. So we have to be empowered by the Spirit to be that, not motivators. He never called anybody to be a motivational speaker. Never. You see, today, you don't even find so much of motivational speakers. You find them, they call themselves content creators. They call them influencers. They influence what they don't know. Are we together? Liars, 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 and lying, and beguiling others. and many times wrecking the lives of others because they're trying to say they don't know. So in borrowed house, in borrowed places, try to say this is how the real life is, whereas the person is really in age. There's no day that my eye desire to be my right hand. No, the eye, when we begin to do some of our things,